Good morning and welcome back to episode 2 of my Voyage to Vietnam vlog series. So today we're headed to my favorite part of the trip, which was Ha Long Bay. Our first stop was the Ha Long Bay Pearl Farm, where we learned a little bit more about pearl quality, the harvesting process, and how clams are given this organic material that can help to induce the creation of pearls. And then at the end of the discussion, they led us into a giant showroom. You know, for anyone looking to splurge on their Vietnam souvenir.
Vào bên này luôn.
So I do want to mention that for EF Ultimate trips, the default is to have a roommate. On Essential trips, I believe you might have several roommates, but on Plus trips, like this one, you usually only have one. But since this was my very first trip, I did pay to upgrade to solo accommodations, and so it was just me, myself, and I. On the ship, we did have a schedule of activities, which was nice. I did opt out of the first island stop just to sit, unwind on the deck. But later in the afternoon, I did do the sunset kayaking, and then there was like a spring roll demonstration, which I can't remember if it was before or after they gave us crepes. But I did end up missing the late night squid fishing, which I heard was kind of cool. But again, in my defense, our first 5 nights in Vietnam were all spent in different accommodation. And night 6 is not about to be an exception. So I think what I enjoyed most about this part of the trip was not only like the beautiful scenery, you know, it was gorgeous, but it was just super nice to have a relaxing moment. And listen, I know that Hanoi and Sapa didn't look like a lot, but it was a very jam-packed 3 days. And I think it was probably because of like the early mornings, the late nights, just the general travel logistics of getting from place to place. That felt like a lot to have done in 3 days. But hey, the reason I picked EF to begin with was simply because as someone who normally plans their trips, I didn't want to have to deal with the logistics of like moving across Vietnam because it is a very long country. So that's kind of my reasoning anyway. Not gonna lie, everything here was giving Jurassic Park. Like, if dinosaurs were to just pop out, I wouldn't be surprised. Concerned, but not surprised. And it also made me feel like, why am I here? Not me being one of those persons taking risks just for the sake of adventure. Adventure's out there, guys. But anyway, I know I said this was gonna be like the relaxing part of the trip, but honestly today is in fact our longest day, just taking a look at the schedule. So after exploring the caves, we're gonna head back to the port, we're gonna disembark, drive hours back to Hanoi, get on a flight to Da Nang, from Da Nang, drive to Hoi An, and then we're gonna have the option to take part in a custom tailoring experience, which I'm nosy, so of course I did. And by the time I got back to my room that night, I'm pretty sure it was almost midnight, which is crazy given that I woke up to catch the sunrise that morning. But I feel like that's also a perfect summary of the trip in general, just like the major logistical effort and then the overall intensity of just like getting around. Yeah, I felt like that was just like the perfect day to sum up this trip and all the things that we did in a short amount of time. I will say that given the intensity of the trip, our tour guide, Dang, did an absolutely amazing job. So we got a debrief almost every morning, and then we would get some sort of like summary or additional details in the chat. Overall, he was like super helpful and extremely energetic, like to the point that we started questioning how old he was. This man was always bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, whether it was like 5 a.m., midnight, he was there. Like I really can't recall ever seeing him tired or low energy. But also upon further reflection, I'm starting to think he must have drank like a lot of coffee, because the coffee here is really strong, so that could explain it. That could explain it. So despite being exhausted, opting into this experience in hindsight was totally worth it, because as soon as we arrived, they greeted us with snacks, refreshments, and then there was like a bunch of lookbooks where we could see the different styles they made. And they just gave us like a quick overview of the fact that like, yep, we can do measurements, you can pick your fabrics, and that you would come in for like one more fitting before your clothes was ready for final pickup.
Fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on. Fly on.
Our first full day in Hoi An was jam-packed. So just like Hanoi, we did a walking tour around the city. We stopped at various shops, temples, landmarks. And then at the end of the day, we would add biking, and I think they're called Coracle boats, to our running list of just various modes of transportation.
Hi. 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 Can you try? Okay. Go. Go, go, go. Try it. First. Hi. Second. Hi. Hi. The third. Right, right. Yes. You did. You good. You good. You good. You speak like you have something. Hi. A question mark. Hi. Okay. This is difficult. Like when you speak, it looks like the wave. Do it. Yes. Yeah. Okay, listen now. Hi. Hi. Ah, love you. Last one. Hi. Yes. Perfect. You good.